Welcome, welcome, welcome to the ill blur. Matic shooby doo. Oh yeah. Welcome back to Ill Blur. Matic, guys, your boy Ill Blur. Matt, today we are back with another movie review. And today's movie review was suggested by Asanta. Thanks for recommending this for me. The movie Juice, 1992. So let's start off with this review. So the movie starts off introducing the four characters. We're introduced to Q, we're introduced to Steel, we're also introduced to Raheem and also Bishop. So we get a chance to understand their living conditions. We see that each character, Q is living with his mother, pretty much. Raheem, he lives with his mother. His mother is kind of bribing him to come out the bathroom. He's staying in the bathroom too long. We also introduced to Steel. Steel he has a sibling and everything, and he's the older sibling, while he has a younger sibling. His dad works for the post office. And we're also introduced to Bishop. Bishop is the grandma's boy, and also he lives with his father. His father seems like he has some PTSD. He doesn't say anything, just sit, watch TV. That's it. Okay, so let's get right into it. So the movie starts off with pretty much the friends coming together, hanging out and stuff. These are teenagers, you know what I'm saying? And literally, they all got different things going on in their life. Q is an aspiring DJ, so I did like Q's character. He's an aspiring DJ. He plans on entering his DJ contest. Whereas we have with Steel's kind of the I guess you could say the comical relief to some degree. He's kind of the gamer friend. You know what I'm saying? And also he's kind of he's an older brother to a younger sibling. Raheem Raheem is kind of the character that's kind of like the ladies' man. So, you know, we see that when he comes across his baby mama, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. And she said, I don't want you to, you know, you got a kid by me. I don't want my kid being around you. And Bishop is the leader of the crew. He's kind of the rebellious one. A loose cannon. We see him having tension with another New York crew. So that's the thing that we see. But what happens is we see Q winning the first DJ contest, and literally, you know, one of his friends believing in him, and that's pretty much Raheem. Raheem seems to be very supportive of his friend. They're all best friends, by the way. I forgot to mention that too. Whereas with Bishop starts to not want to literally support Raheem's dream. It seems like he's kind of like, nah, we gonna do these petty little crimes and stuff. Because we see in the movie where Q finesses a girl, he gets her number and everything, and literally they, you know, took the records in order for Q to kind of get his, you know, music dream out there to be a DJ. But now the problem is with Q enters the second contest, but that's short-lived, pretty much because of Bishop. The robbery that they had, it was supposed to just been where they just took the money, but with Bishop being more amplified due to another person that they knew in New York that they were cool with, pretty much it amplified because Bishop like, oh man, they killed him, they're gonna take us out. He was kind of like against the police, and we also see that they had issues with the police, so it kind of dealt with black adolescents and their issues with the police per se to some degree, but also Bishop being influenced by the guy that Q came across that staged the robbery that ends up getting killed. So we do see that may have amplified Bishop's character. Bishop was it seemed like even when he was watching TV, he was always rooting for the people that did the bad things. So he related to like the villains or the antagonists to some degree. And maybe that's why he was the way he was too. Like seeing stuff they saw on TV and also the thing that the other guy pulled that they knew off, but ends up getting killed probably. that probably led to him going down a darker path. Whereas Q was like, hey, I got this dream. This is what I want to achieve with my life. This is what I really want to do. And I'm trying to be a DJ. And I like when the scene comes to the point where eventually Raheem ends up getting killed. Everyone is in the building. They escape the police after the actual store owner is killed. But the problem is now Bishop is a loose cannon. He just killed the store owner. He ends up killing Raheem. And it's so sad because they're all close friends and literally, still scared. And I can understand still being scared because Bishop's out of control. And Q was like, hey, man, don't do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because Bishop was the one that killed the man. And literally, when I think about it, it's like, oh, man, poor Q. So Q's in a situation, too, because he's there when it went down. In both instances, same thing with Steel. So the crew starts to grow apart and everything. And I kind of figured that was going to happen to some degree. I was like, yep, after this situation, they're interrogated by the police and everything. And pretty much they're trying to find all types of ways to get them to talk, trying to get Steel to talk, trying to get pretty much Q to talk, and even Bishop. And it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? They tried a little bit of everything to get them to talk, but no one's talking. So pretty much Bishop literally turns on the crew. Once the crew distances themselves from him, Steel and Q. And the thing was, you kind of knew that Bishop was like, oh, okay, y'all don't deal with me like that no more. When Bishop seen that he was about to, get jumped by the local New York crew that he had beef with, and they watched and went away, that set off the cannon, or just he lost his mind after that. You know what I'm saying? He killed one of the people that he had beef with, pretty much Bishop. But now, on top of that, Q's not safe. Because now Bishop literally said, he's telling people all in the streets that, yo, Q killed these two people and all this stuff. And Q's looking around like, I ain't did no such thing. What are you talking about? He tells Samuel L. Jackson character that, he said, hey, yo, you've been knowing me since I was a kid, trying to get some empathy and literally trying to find someone that he can trust, you know what I'm saying? But Bishop beat him to the punch. But also we see that Bishop confronts Q at school. And the confrontation is crazy because we can see that there's tension. He said, hey, look, man, you down with the crew, whether I made the wrong choice or not. So maybe the problems of peer pressure is another thing that I saw in this movie. Q being pressured to to stick around and stay loyal to Bishop to some degree. That's the peer pressure of it. And also he confronted Steel. He got Steel. He set up Steel. But the thing with Steel is he survived. Bishop thought he killed him. That was not the case. So it was a little sloppy because I thought for sure Bishop was going to make sure that Steel was dead. But Steel is rushed to the hospital. Q gets there in time. Not to save him, but to find out that Steel, something did happen to him. So pretty much Q sets up a meeting with Bishop, and it turns into a cat and mouse game. Them running from one another, Q hiding, trying to figure out where Bishop's at. So they're running through apartments, they're out in the streets. Then that leads to the rooftop. And pretty much on the rooftop is where the final act takes place, where Bishop and Q duke it out on the rooftop. Pretty much Q had the upper hand, and literally Bishop is literally on the edge, like he's on the edge of the building. Q tries to rescue him by trying to pull him up, but he loses his grip, and Bishop is left to die. Oh my God. So I gotta give this movie, literally when I think about it, I like the movie for what it was. I'm gonna give it a B+. I wish they would have focused on what happened to Q, like the aftermath of Q. Now that he had the juice, like was he going to end up like Bishop, or was he going to try to turn himself in? That was kind of missing. I did miss that part of it. I kind of knew that Bishop was going to be a problem. He seemed to be like very on the edge, and maybe just the environment he was brought up in, like his dad, him being scared of his dad, and just him might having some mental issues. But I kind of figured Bishop was loose cannon. Tupac's best performance when he first started doing movies, like, man, that was incredible. Like, when I really think about it, I think the movie was interesting because now Q had the juice. I think the music score was really dope. That really worked with the film and stuff like that. The chemistry between the actors, Omar Epps, Tupac, and the other two actors was spot on. And this movie was also loosely based on four cousins that were best friends. I did find that out recently. I did not know that. But this is my movie review on it. You guys tell me in the comments, did you see the movie Juice? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? And also, I want to say that I related to pretty much Steel. I was kind of the gamer friend. A little bit of Bishop to some degree. I was the leader of my friends to some degree. But this is your boy Ill Blurmatic, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, I meant to say. And until next time, guys, I'm out. Ill Blurmatic and the saga continues.